Here we have a 2014 Volkswagen Up. It's fitted with the 1 litre 3-cylinder petrol engine and it's got roughly 48,000 miles on the clock. As part of the service on this Volkswagen today, one of the items we're going to be changing is the spark plugs. There's 3 of them on this engine. It's a 3-cylinder petrol. They're located underneath the air filter, so you can see one of them here. This is the ignition coil here with the plug on it and one 10mm bolt, and there'll be another 2 underneath here. So to start with, we'll get this airbox out of the way. I've got here my 10mm, that's for removing the bolts that hold the ignition coils in place. Got a screwdriver handy just for levering little bits and pieces, pipes, may need to remove. My spark plug socket on an extension, short extension. The spark plug socket size, as you can see there, is 5/8. And also a bit of electrical grease. Don't use any other grease inside the coil if you're going to use any, but sometimes the coils can get stuck on the plugs and it just helps to put around the rubber part to stop them sticking. And I've got some high temperature copper slip there. Personally, I just like to use a small smear on the thread to help install and hopefully reduce the chance of it seizing in future. So the airbox is just held on some rubber mounts, ball and socket, which you can pull up. It's also got a peg here, which we will need to slide across. And you've got one emissions hose there. It should slide off, might be a little bit tight. That's it. Then we can get the airbox out of the way. Now the airbox is out of the way, you can see cylinder 1, 2 and 3 ignition coils. So the spark plugs are underneath those. I'll take this cap off actually, give me a little bit more space. They're held in with 10mm bolts. You might want to remove the multi-plug, it might not be necessary, but all you've got to do is pull this tab backwards. And while you're doing that, it helps if you push the multi-plug onwards, it takes the tension off of it. So 10mm. Give that a bit of a wriggle. It should come off, but that does feel quite tight. Probably hasn't been off for a long time. Oh, that is tight. That has certainly got hold of the spark plug. Move this out of the way. Oh, there we go. You could put a little smear of electrical grease in there. I wouldn't recommend using any other grease. Just to hopefully stop it sticking like that in future. But once that's off, they don't normally get that stuck. You'll be able to see the spark plug right down the hole there. Right, I've got my spark plug socket here. We're only going to record one of the cylinders. I'll carry on and do the other 2, but it's the identical process. we go, one spark plug. So you can see they are both in fact the same make of spark plug. One's a little bit black, but that's not too black. That's a good colour for it to be. When you're looking at your new plug, they do come pre-gapped. You can look up a gap for them, and if you've got feeler blades, double check it, but just make sure that this hasn't been squashed down and the gap made a lot smaller than it should be. So we'll go ahead and fit this new plug in next. Right, I've just put a light smear of electrical grease in there, in the coil, hopefully to stop it sticking on the ceramic of the spark plug. I'd just like to put a little touch of high temperature copper slip on the thread. Don't have to go mad with it, just a little bit there, just to help it wind back in and hopefully stop it seizing in future. And you will find a tightening torque for these. If you've got a torque wrench to hand, that's great, but just nip them up. You can actually feel as the washer makes contact. It's a crushable washer, so you're only meant to use them once. You can feel it squeeze down. So hopefully this will push on a little bit easier than it was to remove. Yeah, there we go. Cylinder 1 complete. I'll carry on and do the other two. We won't record them because they're the same identical job as the first one. Hopefully they won't be as stuck as the first one. Right, so on the bottom of the air box you can see the rubber part that locates over the throttle body, and you've got these three sockets here that the pegs locate into. 1, 2, 3. And you've also got another rubber grommet here that this little peg locates in. And not forgetting the emissions hose. So all of those coils were very tight to come off, but I have put a smear of electrical grease in each one, so hopefully that won't happen again. That's it, we're all back on. Yeah, but you just need to push that down firmly and you'll feel it click into place. So as with all my jobs, I'd like to give this a road test around the block, driving on light throttle and full throttle. Just make sure you don't have a misfire of any sort. Should all be fine. And that about sums it up. Just going to fire it up and make sure it runs fine in the workshop. That ticks over nicely. Sounds normal.